Well, listen. It's not. Listen, it's not. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that you did not get the memo. And you say, "Well, Sam, what is the memo?" Well, the memo is that during the first portion of the show, during the first I can't even talk right now. The first portion of the show is usually when I play wrestling themes. I had somebody sit there and say, "Well, when are you going to talk about Bray Wyatt? When are you going to talk about Terry Funk?" Well, I just did that. And the question is that were you listening on the Live 365 app? You can also listen. If you don't want to download another app, I understand it. I understand it if you don't want to download another app. And that's okay because you know what? Your phone is probably slow, anyways. It's time for an upgrade. But guess what? Listen, if you weren't listening to the show the last hour, usually during the first portion of the show, we have a segment. We have a segment where we talk to Deep Cut Dave. We talk to Deep Cut Dave, but Deep Cut Dave is filling his deep cut pockets with more money because he has to work today. It's very rare when that happens. Very rare when that happens. But Deep Cut Dave will be back next week. Let me tell you something. Can I just tell you a real story real quick? There was someone that I met several years ago. Now I had been watching this individual on the radio, not the radio. Sorry, YouTube. I'm broadcasting on the radio. This is real radio. But I saw someone on. I saw someone a few years back. Now let me just tell you real quickly. I have toys and action figures that go back to the era of the turn of the century. No, not 2000, you dummies. No, I'm talking about the 1900s. I have toys that go back to the 1900s, and they are usually wind up toys, little trinkets, some stuffed animals or something to that effect. So the reason why I say this is that, several years ago, when I came out of retirement, one of the things that I started doing is that I went back on the YouTube, which we're broadcasting live here on YouTube right over here. Now, there are, in 2018, when I decided to come out of retirement, I had never really watched YouTube before, was not familiar with the YouTube space or anything. But I saw a couple of people that I have met over the course of the years. One of them being Pixel Dan. Pixel Dan is a really great individual. He's a Motu guy. He's doing a Ninja Turtle book right now. He did the Motu book about the action figures. Now he's doing the Ninja Turtle. Met Pixel Dan a couple of years ago. Met Michael French also a couple of years ago. Probably one of the greatest CGI masters in all of toy collecting. Listen, you think that that's a collection behind him and all those DTOFs? No, I'm telling you right now, none of those are real. None of those are real. That's just his amazing CGI video editing abilities. Shout out to Retro Blasting. Anyway, so one of the things, though, as I'm sitting there, I'm going through it. It takes a lot for me to sit there and listen to someone talk about toys. Why do I say that? Well, because, like I said, I have wind-up toys from the 1900s. They're the turn of the century. But then I came across a gentleman by the name of Kato. I did. I came across a gentleman by the name of Kato. And now last week, I was going to try to get Kato on. Now, I'm not going to get Kato to call just yet, but I do see Kato in the chat right now. Kato's Collection Reviews. Kato's Collection, that's Kato with a K. Kato's Collection also with a K. Kato, listen, I'm going to try to get in touch with you during the D block. You say, well, what is the D block? That's the music portion that we'll be coming up with in just a few moments. Try to see if we can get Kato on the line. Just recently hit 9,000 subscribers, I believe is what it says. Well, of course, thanks to the Ramen Gullwing. Probably one of his most successful videos. He would probably be able to tell me better. But shout out to Cato. I see you in the chat there, sir. I see a whole bunch of other people in the chat over here on the Sam Cams. The Sam Cams are live up and running. And you're saying, well, what does that mean, Sam? Well, that means that this is a live interactive show, at least when I'm here and you can hear my beautiful puppet voice, which you don't only have to hear my beautiful puppet voice because even though this is a real radio microphone and we are broadcasting live on an FM frequency, no, not only that, but you can interact with us at Sam Newsman. That's the Sam Cam right over here on Instagram. I see a bunch of people over there. M Toys Retro, Vin FX, a whole bunch of other people. But yes, I see. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's this? Hold on. All right, so wait a minute. All right, so sorry, I had a little bit of snafu there, snafoolery, in Instagram. Hopefully, it's not choppy. An alarm went off over here on the Samcam phone. What the hell's what's up with that? I don't know. Anyways. But listen, I'm going to try to see if I can get with Cato during the break here. Cato, if you're there, I'm sure you are. Text me there on the little chat function. What just happened? Somebody? Oh, it was the raisin. Ah, yeah. Oh, it was the poor raisin. The poor raisin. Well, I guess he didn't hear it through the grapevine. But well, anyways, so here we are. We're sitting there. I'm going to try to see if I can get Cato on the line. Last week he had to. Well, we were going to get Cato, but he had here I be. Here I be is what he said. Okay, so I'm going to try to touch base with Cato off record during the cartoon themes here in this next segment. Try to see if we can get Cato on the line. Cato was at PowerCon. And you say, well, I have the Valaverse PowerCon, the Horde Swarm over there. I do have the Tweeterhead, the Tweeterhead Imp? Well, Hordax Minion. Well, we call it Imp. Imp is what it was called in the Filmation show. Anyways, Hordax Minion, the blue version, gonna have that coming. The only two things I really got from PowerCon, I really wanted to get the Spiro toys, Beastman, homage. Didn't get a chance to get that. And then also the Pixel Dan Bendy figure. Gonna have to ask Dan if he has a couple of extra of those. I'm slated to go to Retro Toy Con the weekend before Thanksgiving. Not sure if I want to go. Listen, I went to Joe Fest, and then all of a sudden came home. Halfway coming home, there was a bunch of like issues and this and that and this, that, and the third. Made me wonder whether or not I should ever do any kind of conventions again. Not saying that they're off the table. But, listen, we're going into a political season here. And, I'm the most trusted puppet in media. Listen, we tried to do this about 3.5 years ago. Yeah, you remember that? And what happened? Yeah, they shut everybody in their homes. And they're about to do it again. They're going to try to do it again. Are you going to get shut in your homes? Are you going to get masked up? Are you? I don't know. Listen, that's really what I want to know. Because they're already sitting there trying to tell you, oh, there's a new variant. We're 14 months away from the presidential election, and damn it if they're not trying to sit there, lock everybody in their homes. Listen, if it worked the first time, might as well work the second time. Absolutely ridiculous. Nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. Listen, you fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Is that how is it? Isn't that what Bush said? I think that's what he said. Well, why are you laughing that? Why are you laughing that I'm trying to quote President Bush? Listen, he's the guy that could actually dodge a shoe, from a reporter in the crowd. Have you ever dodged a shoe? That's really what it is. Anyways, we're going to try to get Cato on here in just a few moments. You like how I went from dodging shoes back to Cato? You like that? Anyways, so does Cato collect shoes? Maybe he is a sneakerhead, or maybe he used to be a sneakerhead. Maybe that's the question that I need to ask him. Cato, were you a sneakerhead? Don't answer that right now. Let that be for people to listen to us on the other side of the D block. Now, I'm going to play some songs here in just a few moments. It is 10:18. 10:18. Oh, you like that, Jerem? 10:18. 10:18 here on the 26th day of August in the year 2023. Now, I did have a couple of things I did want to talk about. I do have the newspaper. Of course, I'll talk about some news at the top of next hour too. But yes, actual newspaper. Well, some people say they don't have to read the newspaper anymore. Well, so I actually have the newspaper. Let's see here. VCU has the best year ever for donations, but record comes as the school could face a $25 million shortfall. Well, let me tell you, what about all the money that was spent by taxpayer dollars for a building that is not even going to be built? Yeah. Do you know about that? You don't know about that, but I tell you what, you can know about that. You can listen to my buddy. I have a friend of mine. Your name is, D. I say you might get mad. DJ Crazy Cats. Anyways, Cats. Katz. Well, the Cats just sounds like an amazing DJ name. What do you mean he's going to be upset that I said DJ Crazy Cats? He shouldn't be upset. Listen, I got silver plays for. Well, no spinning records. No, he's not spinning records. Listen, DJ Crazy Cats is spinning reality. That's what he does. Anyway, DJ Crazy Cats, man, maybe I've said too much. Politics. What do you mean politics and pies? I can't spoil that either. Just know that when the next time there's, I'm not sure if I'm going to be at politics and pies. What? What do you mean that the guy's on the other side of the glass right now? I don't know I do know the date. I do know the time. I do know the place. I know everything. All I'm going to say is that by the time that you show up at Politics and Pints, you should have already went through your child's candy and picked out the pieces of candy that you want to have. Well, it's just only for your child's protection. But anyways, that's when the next Politics and Pints will be. I can't say anything more than that. I probably won't be there unless the media mafia boss asks me. Listen, if the media mafia boss asks me to go, then I'll show up. Then I'll show up. But if not, I may not be at the next Politics and Pints. But that doesn't mean that I won't have my little birds all over the place, finding out what exactly will happen, right? Yeah. Well, it's supposed to happen several days after what they're trying to get the whole Trump, it's so much going on here on a Saturday morning and all throughout the week. It is incredible. Anyways, what is it? 10:22. I like that number. 22. 10:22. 10:22. At the when it's 10:10. You sit there. A lot of people say they kiss the clock at when the numbers they kiss the clock. Well, what happens if you have the clock set in military time? So that what you would do. In the evening, late at night, you'd kiss the clock at 22:22. But that wouldn't be 10:10. That would be 10:22. Listen, that's a dilemma, something, a snafoolery. You like that? Anyways, what is it? So here we are. It is Saturday. I'm going to play the D block here in just a few moments. People are saying there, well, Sam, listen, I'm listening to you on the radio, on an FM signal from this radio microphone, but I can't see you. You can't see me. Well, just call me John Cena. You can't see me. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, you can see me at Sam Newsman, all over social media. We keep it very simple. At Sam Newsman all over social media. One of the things that we want you to do, though, not only is you can sit there and you can interact with the show as it's happening, but you can also sit there and be a part of the broadcast. Yeah, I'll sit there and I'll say what you need to say. Let's see here. Here it is, 23:22. 23:22 is what M Toy says. Colmner says, King of all media puppets. I'll take that. Even though they stole the vote from me and I'm not able to do it. Whoa! There we go. Another alarm. Another alarm on the Sam cam. What's that all about? Okay, hopefully it didn't get all spazzy again. But if it did, let's just get out of here while we're still ahead. It is 10:25 here on the 26th day of August in the year 2023. We got the D block coming up because nothing is better than a big old fat D all up in your ear. What do you mean I can't say that? No, I didn't mean what. What do you mean? You thought I was saying? No, I'm talking about the D block. The D block. The D block. Usually it's the fourth block. A, B, C, D. Yeah, the D block. Usually this is the fourth block of the show, and of course we're going to be playing D themes. What are D themes? The themes that are all something that you could probably sing along with when you get off the bus in the afternoon and you run home and you turn on the television and you say, "Mom, I want a snack." And she says, "Go get your own snack." And so you go get one of those little polio string cheeses, maybe, out of the refrigerator, and you plop yourself down after you've gotten off the bus and you listen to the D block. You watch the D block is what you did. But now you're all grown up. You're taking your kids to soccer practices. Football season's here in a couple of weeks. You're going to be taking kids practice, going to be taking kids games. So the only way you'll be able to have some big D in your ear is by listening to me every Saturday morning. Yeah, because I do have a D block usually every Saturday. And I swap it up every now and then. But this one is dedicated to all those afternoon kids that would get off of the bus, run home, and then turn on the block, the D block, every afternoon. How can you listen to this D block and all the D amazing? Amazing? I don't know. Anyways, how can you listen to this? What you need to do is you need to download the Live 365 app. Download the Live 365 app, search WDCE, and you can then listen to the show live. You can also go to the what is it? The WDCE.org. WDCE.org. You could do that as well. Someone says, "Hey, what's up, Sam? Master of the my something in 2019." Anyway, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Devoid of logic. Anyway, so we have a whole lot of people here. Listen, people are interacting at Sam Newsman all over social media. We're broadcasting live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter over here, and over here it's Instagram. So, but that's where we are. Gonna try to give Cato a buzz. Maybe we can have Cato, but the next segment will be radio only. So it'll be just a conversation between myself and Cato. So talking about PowerCon, the Red Gull Wing, ramen toys, and why Cato is probably the only toy reviewer that I'll only ever listen to. Anyways, broadcasting live here from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real media puppet from the most trusted puppet in media here at 10:30 on the 26th day of August in the year 2023 from the most trusted puppet in media reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning.